point onwards.
What about bin Laden? What did bin Laden do right?
Well, if you take a look at what he did at the time when the Soviets occupied Afghanistan and the Americans were supporting him, he did everything right from that point onwards. He did everything right because he was being supported by the West, and that was the evidence for it. What he did wrong...
I don't mean what the West
right.
believes. I mean,
no,
what do you believe?
No, I know. And I think that was right, too. I think that was right for the Afghans to be able to liberate themselves with the support of everybody who was helping them was absolutely right. But as far as the ordering of the attacks, if that's what he did, and that's still, I don't know, in my mind, it's not been established because he didn't have due process. If that's what he did, it was wrong because it started a chain reaction that we've not been able to recover from since. But
why do you think that he, as a leader, why was he successful?
I don't know if he was a leader, first of all. I mean, I think that the perpetuating myth of Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb and then Europe and all of the Al-Qaeda franchises were all part of, well, if you're going to say we're Al-Qaeda, we'll be Al-Qaeda. But I don't think it really existed in the way that we've been told, and there's a great myth about how big it was and its reaches. As a person, as a figurehead for people, people simply saw, if you go in the Muslim world, the attitudes are different. Most of them don't agree with 9/11, they don't agree with targeting civilians, and there's been a great deal of that taking place in the Muslim world, so they don't agree with that at all.
What was the view in the Muslim world about him before 9/11? Was he well known?
I don't think he was. I don't think he was greatly known. I think, if anything, in the Gulf countries and those people who'd been part of the struggle, all the fight against the jihad against the Soviets, he was known in that circle of people, definitely, because of his personal sacrifice and his integrity and all of the things that he'd done, which you would not expect a billionaire to do.